Hello everyone. So I just watched Godzilla X Kong The New Empire and oh boy, there's a lot to talk about this movie. But before we get into it, I just kind of want to say that I'm in no way a film critic, so I'm not going to be like critiquing this movie. It's just my opinion and how I felt watching this movie, and I just want to share this to everyone. Let's just get into it. The biggest thing that I kind of want to say is most likely the question that is in everyone's mind is, do you have to watch other Godzilla movies or Kong movies to get into this? Unfortunately, yes, there is a little bit of homework that you need to do, but it's only for the last movie that they made. So you only need to watch Godzilla vs. Kong to be able to get what's happening in this movie, since it's like a direct sequel, even though they're all related, but just the last movie is the main thing, because all the characters, the human characters, are from the same movie, and even the story continues from the same movie before as well, because the whole Hollow Earth thing is from that movie as well. But that's pretty much about it. You only need that to be able to understand. The other thing that I want to talk about is the trailers. So we have all seen the trailers in anticipation of the movie, and there are some things that I'm sure a lot of people have been curious about, and a lot of people might have even made theories about. The main ones being like, why is Godzilla pink in color, and also why Kong has a metal arm. Well, all of that is obviously answered in the movie, but they have done a pretty good job of letting us know exactly why and how it happens. With all that being said, let's get straight into the movie. Now, I'm not going to be talking about the story as I don't want to spoil anything, and I want this to be a spoiler-free video. They've actually done a really good job in this movie. I have to say, there are no words being spoken between monsters, but they have done such a good job with these facial expressions and even just the body movement and body language to make us understand exactly what is being said or what is being done between these monsters and titans, even while they're fighting or while they're just trying to communicate with each other. I think they did really, really well in trying to make us understand, give us a story, and even like dialogue without actually having any dialogue. Now let's talk about Scar King. So as we have seen in the trailers, it seems like Scar King is the villain of the movie, and he definitely is, and they have done a really, really good job of introducing him. Honestly, probably one of the best introductions I've seen. He looks really menacing. You can even see some parts of it in the trailer itself. I think he's really, really well done. You can get this feeling that you're actually scared for Kong and the others, and you see him face to face with Scar King. Scar King is just really, really menacing, and he fights like crazy. Like, it's actually incredible how they have made him so different. Even though they're supposed to be similar, Kong and Scar King, they have done such a good job in differentiating them. Even the way they walk, even the way they fight is completely different. Scar King, for some reason, seems a lot more agile than Kong. Now, the thing that I really, really like about this movie, in fact, it's probably one of the best things about this movie, is that it's mostly straight to the point. If you want to watch monsters fighting each other, then this is exactly the movie for you. They have done really, really well, and I think personally they have learned their lesson from all the previous movies that they have made. Like, if you remember, the previous Godzilla movies were like a lot of characters just talking to each other and barely any Godzilla at all. But then they learned their lesson in Godzilla King of Monsters, which I think is still one of the best movies I've seen for Godzilla. They did really well, and I think this movie does the same thing. They just give us action because that's basically what the public wants. I do know that there are human characters in this movie, but for the most part, I know a lot of people are not gonna like these humans. They're not exactly necessary, except for one. I think the girl that is close to Kong, I think that's the only girl that is actually needed. As for the other human characters, even though I think personally they did well, I do like them. I think they are okay. Like, it doesn't make the movie horrible, but at the same time, it doesn't change anything. But the good thing is that they are not the main importance in this movie. The main importance is mostly given to Kong and Godzilla, as it should be, and it's mostly just fighting all over. Even then, the fighting itself is done really well too. It's not just giving us fighting for the sake of giving it to us, but they've actually done a really, really good job to actually give us good fighting scenes, fighting in different countries and all that stuff. It's a dream come true for any fan of monsters and just like big creatures fighting each other, and a lot of city destruction, and I mean a lot of humans die in this movie. It's actually crazy how easily and casually they just show like thousands of people dying, and I think that's perfect for a movie like this. Like, you just want to see ridiculously large monsters fighting each other in our world, and obviously that's going to have a lot of consequences, and they don't shy away from this at all. They are going all in. They don't care. Even the good guys like Godzilla and Kong are doing their fair share of destruction in the city, so it's really fun. It's honestly one of the best things I've seen, that they don't care at all about the humans, just like we don't because we are watching this movie basically just for the monsters, and I do like that the directors and the screenwriters for the most part know that that's what we want to see. Another thing that I want to mention is even in the fighting scenes, I have noticed one thing, that if you have seen the previous movies, that you would know that Godzilla and Kong are both considered alpha titans, and that the whole point that they can't both live in the same place is because only one alpha can rule in each place. So they decide to do like a split thing where Godzilla rules the upper world and Kong goes to the hollow world. And the one thing that I absolutely like is there's a lot of fighting in this movie, but they have done a very good job of clearly distinguishing between the actual alpha titans fighting the titans, making it seem like we can actually see Kong and Godzilla are actually a league of their own. And I think that's pretty well done. Like, they have to show us other titans being cool too, but at the same time they need to make us understand why Godzilla and Kong are so valuable and why are they the alpha titans, and they do a really good job of making us know exactly why. Honestly, in my opinion, this year has been terrible for movies. Like, I know there was Dune 2, which I think is a good one, but I still think as of right now, Godzilla is straight up the best movie of the year. Obviously, this is still very early in the year and a lot of good movies will come later, but as of right now, in my opinion, Godzilla Kong The New Empire is literally movie of the year for now. They have done really well. Turn your brain off and just enjoy the show. This is straight up entertainment at its finest. Another thing that I want to mention is about the people complaining about the trailers, seeing Godzilla running, and boy do I have to tell you guys that you're going to be disappointed if that's what made you mad, because Godzilla does a lot more than just running in this movie. In fact, are you a fan of WWE? Because there's an actual reference to WWE in this movie. I think monsters doing wrestling moves to each other is an itch that no one knew they even had, but they're going to be absolutely delighted to see. I can't wait for more people to find out about this, because I was thoroughly surprised and actually very impressed. And if that doesn't tell you what this movie is, I don't know what will. So when it comes to the conclusion, pretty much I think this is a straight up 9 out of 10 movie, and the only reason why I'm giving this a 9 out of 10 is just because I feel like the movie ended too quickly. Like, I can't believe I'm saying this. I don't say this to many movies, that this almost 2-hour movie just felt like it ended too fast. The action was just so well done that I just wanted to keep watching more of it. And the only reason why I'm giving this a 9 out of 10 is because it ended too quickly. And I think if that's the only complaint that I can give, then I think the people have done a really good job in making this movie. And if I'm not mistaken, they did say that they want to keep making at least another sequel to this. In my opinion, I think they deserve to keep going more and more, because if this is what they're gonna give us, I am all for it. Give us as many movies as you want, even dial down more on the humans and just give us monster fighting, because that's what people want, and I can assure you people are gonna watch it for till the end of time basically. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. It's just, I can't believe how happy I was after watching this movie. I knew I would like it because I do like Godzilla, but I did not expect to like it that much. Like, I genuinely don't have anything bad to say except for just some nitpick stuff, which is just about the human characters, and even then it's like it's completely bearable. Nothing is bad about it, but the monster fighting is just insane. Like, I feel like anyone who is even thinking if they should watch it or not definitely should. I think you definitely need to see this movie at least once just for the fun of it. It is very well done. Monster fighting, insane wrestling moves being done, crazy story, well, not the story, but crazy fighting in the story at least. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a very good movie, and I think you guys should watch it. And like and subscribe if you like this video.